Nothing else. This verse, next verse is also a continuous verse. So I'll speak on the next verse also now itself. In 6th chapter, Bhagavad Gita, Dhyana Yoga, 12th verse. Tatraikakram anakrutva yadachittendriya kriyaha upavishyasane yunyat yogamatma vishuddhaye. Having subdued the thoughts and the actions of the senses, one should remain with the mind single-pointed, absorbed in meditation, with a deep feeling of connection, the higher state of consciousness. For self-purification, having subdued the thoughts and the actions of the senses, one should remain with the mind single-pointed, absorbed in meditation, with a deep feeling of connection. First, Bhagavan teaches you how to sit. Now, he is teaching you the clear technique. Self-purification, having subdued the thoughts and the actions of the senses, one should remain with the mind single-pointed, absorbed in meditation with a deep feeling connection. Not only outer purity, inner purity, no agitation. Subdued the thoughts and the actions of senses. Means no leg movement, body movement. Close your eyes, shut down all the senses. Remain with the single-pointed, absorbed in meditation, with a deep feeling connection. Means relax and sitting, the space of unclutched dhyana as per Sri Krishna. Meditation technique as per Sri Krishna. Today we will practice this. When Bhagavan gives a technique, we should practice it. Tatraikakram anakrutva yatachittendriya kriyaha upavishya asane yunyat yogamatma vishuddhaye. Beautifully Bhagavan has described meditation. It's not giving food for the thoughts, not entertaining, not allowing, not flowing with. Actions of the senses should be subdued. Closing the eyes. Put your tongue up on the palate. Remain with single-minded, absorbed.
Paramahamsa Nithyananda, a rare living incarnation, is named among the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities today. Paramahamsa Nithyananda has been placed alongside Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Paul Ritt, the world's top esoteric magazine, from Watkins, London's oldest and largest bookstore. A yogi by birth, he has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books are available in 26 languages in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian, and Chinese. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 10,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services with ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world, offering exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, a spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples in places like Los Angeles, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places in India like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Tiruvannamalai. A spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers, an adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, who has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands and graced them with spiritual powers, a dynamic young guru who is an inspiration for thousands of youngsters, India's most watched spiritual guru online, a beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nithyananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of enlightenment. He is the 293rd Pontiff of the world's most ancient Hindu organization, Madurai Adinam. Nithyanandaya Swagatam, Anandanubhavaswadam, Sarvarogani-shaktam. Nithyanandaya Swagatam, Nityamuktam Nirvikalpam, Dhyanaloka-pradipakam, Vande Shantamayam Bandham. Nithyanandaya Swagatam, Anandagandha-sancharam, Sarvopadhi-vinirmuktam, Vande Jnanalayam Natham. Nithyanandaya Swagatam.
नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the disciples, devotees, Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Nitya Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Kotari Tanidar visitors, viewers, YouTube subscribers, everyone on this auspicious occasion of Krishna Janmashtami. People who are sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and through two-way video conferencing, having an rickshaw all over the world. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today, Krishna Janmashtami, Krishna, the greatest embodiment of Sadashiva ever happened in the cosmos. Purnavatara, the manifestation of all the powers described in the Vedas and Agamas, all the experiences described in the Vedas and Agamas, is the living demonstrator Please understand, I am using the word not lived, living. Living demonstrator. Of everything Veda and Agama stand for. Let's first offer our respects in the form of Aarti to Sri Krishna. Then we'll enter into the satsang.
Om Rajadhirajaya Prasakya-Shahine Namo Vayam Vai Shavanaya Gurmahe Kame Kaman Kama Kama Yavashyam Kameshwara Vai Shavano Dadato Kameraya Vai Shavanaya Maharajaya Namaha Karpuratoram Arunapadaram Samsarasaram Sayendraharam Saravatastam Dayaravinde Vadam Bhavani Vaitam Namaami Vadam Bhavani Vaitam Namaami Vadam Bhavani Vaitam Namaami.
Krishna, celebration is his life and message. The word celebration is the essence of his life and message. No one can celebrate like Krishna. He is so much in love with life, in romance with the cosmos. Nothing ever even occurred as pain to anything. Everything was just celebration. To tell you honestly, whatever we know as Hinduism now, he is the founder of that Hinduism. Whatever we know as Hinduism, he is the founder. Because whatever he lived, whatever he taught, that is only still practiced as Hinduism. Understand? Hinduism has tons of material. But what is practiced is whatever he stood for, what he expressed and what he radiated. That is only still practiced. Greatest embodiment of the cosmos, Sadashiva, and the greatest devotee of Sadashiva. Manifestation of Sadashiva, the being which radiated Sadashiva to an extraordinary level in the planet Earth. Please understand, in the planet Earth, the greatest, best, most authentic manifestation of Sadashiva is Krishna. Nothing compared to him. The word Purnavatara is too small for him. Jagat Guru is too small for him. He is too much. He is too much. If you are sitting and talking about him, I think it is like having a huge cake and you go on giving discourse about it. I think you should taste. Celebrate today whole day. Give vacation for your depression. Tell your depression, today holiday for you, go. Tell your constant nagging mind, today holiday for you, go. Tell your constant grinding mind, what happened to that, what happened to this, what happened to this, what happened to this, what happened to this. The constant grinding mind, tell him, okay, today holiday for you. Krishna Janmashtami, cosmic government holiday. Cosmic government holiday, go, go. Give your mind vacation, celebrate. Actually, it took birth to night. It's the night where Ashtami comes. So we start the celebration now. It was not yesterday night, please understand. It's not yesterday night, it's tonight, where the Ashtami overlaps with Rohini. Rohini is the nakshatra, Ashtami is the tithi. Ashtami and Rohini overlap. That always happens only in the night. So, there are some nakshatras overlap with tithi in the daytime. There are some in the noon time. There are some in the night time. Rohini overlaps always in the night time. Is the Lord of night. So, his life and his message is all about celebration. At least till tomorrow morning, tell your mind, bye. See you later on. And celebrate. Celebrate. Celebration. Living the life and message of Sri Krishna. Eat like Krishnas, dress like Krishnas, dance like Krishnas, feel like Krishnas, celebrate like Krishnas. You will become Krishna. Celebrate, that is the only way you will taste Krishna, not otherwise. Otherwise, giving 10 hours satsang on the hot cake will only reduce the taste of the cake. Taste him. Taste celebration. That is his message, I tell you. He made whole Hinduism as a religion of celebration. His life is celebration. His teachings are celebration. Even the rituals used to worship him is celebration. He is celebration. Let's celebrate him. That's the best way you can taste him. Krishna, the highest celebration. So today, vacation for mind, the cosmic holiday and celebration. Let's celebrate the greatest embodiment of Sadashiva, Sri Krishna. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Gamsachanura Mardanam Devagi Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. So I bless you all. Live him, breathe him, celebrate him, eat him, dance him, sing him. Ultimately, become him. Become him. And today, day-long celebration we have. Celebrate him and become him.
Let your being Him. Be Him. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samaramba Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the living and practicing Hindus from all over the world. I welcome all the Sarvanyapita Kartas, Yajamans, Manifestors, Sarvabharityagis, Shrimahans, Mahans, Kotari, Tanedar, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, everyone sitting with us, KAILASA's NHU students, Paramashiva Ganas, Paramashivoham Season 9 participants, sitting with us through KAILASA TV, KAILASA's NTV, KAILASA's HNTV. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Started. Paramashiva's message directly from KAILASA. The absolute compassion, absolute love manifests with cosmic vision about life. Understand? Already Krishna Jayanti has started cosmically. Even though we will be celebrating it tomorrow, as per the country time, I think 11th August in India, we will be celebrating, but cosmically the mood has started. I should say that today's message can be understood completely. Listen to this message. If your vision expands, you ooze, radiate absolute compassion, absolute love, which is power. Understand? Neither compassion nor love is weakness. Both are power. Delusion is weakness. Neither compassion nor love is weakness. It comes from the power of the cosmic vision. And I want you to know, whenever you manifest powers, suddenly your being becomes matured. And it starts radiating more and more love and compassion. I have always seen very good power manifest. They just feel everything related to violence is when I existence where my enemies can't attack me anymore, can't harm me anymore, they become irrelevant. They are no more enemies. Understand this. Ayo. கேட்டா வயிறு என்ன ஆவானுங்கன்னு தெரியல. See, that is the way I live my life. My lifestyle, space, my mission, absolutely then they become irrelevant to my existence. And they are no more enemies. When somebody is irrelevant to your existence, why will you even remember them as enemies? I tell you, really, the simple secret is expand your vision. That's all. Listen. I'll give you an example. Understand everything in the world, in the universe is Nitya, eternal. All the good you do is eternal. It comes with you forever. Same way, all the bad you do comes with you forever. The secret to drop the sufferings from the bad is dropping that pattern. See, if you decide to drop that pattern due to which you do bad things, all the bad things you did in the past, all of them lose power over you, they just die. They just die. All the bad karma just disappears, gets burnt. The moment you burn the pattern, karma is also burnt. Same way, at one point in your life, you need to burn even good things. If you do dana of the good things, it gets burnt. If you sacrifice your punya, do dana, it gets burnt. Understand? In your life, you have both. If you burn only bad and want to enjoy good, you can enjoy. That is also your freedom. Watch today's satsang 3-4 times because I am going to reveal many of the cosmic vision, the reality of life. First thing, everything is Nitya, eternal. If you cherish enmity, anger, violence, do some actions because you have an upper hand, don't think you can escape from it. Be very clear, good and bad both are Nitya, eternal. You can get rid of bad. Bad can be burnt if you burn that pattern due to which you cause bad things. You can get rid of good when you want to get rid by simply doing dana of that good. Like how Karna gave all his punya to Krishna. Being a great devotee, Arjuna got Vishwarupa only for a few seconds. Karna had Vishwarupa Darshana, and in that space he was given liberation. Karna moksha is not an ordinary joke, I tell you. Karna moksha is the absolute compassion of Krishna. Krishna, in his element of compassion, is Karna moksha. Because how much Karna abused Krishna, I know. The way Karna, just to please Duryodhana. See, Duryodhana abusing Krishna is nothing because everyone knows Duryodhana is shit. But Karna is a man of a character, strength and glory, and certain charisma and energy. When a personality like Karna abuses Krishna, it's a real insult, real abusal. But Krishna using his personal quota. See, each incarnation has their own personal quota. They have a veto power to give liberation to any kind of persons, any kind of being. So, Krishna has decided to give liberation to Karna for various reasons, because he himself planned and took that Surya Kavacha and Surya Kundala from Karna's body to protect Arjuna. So he decided that let me liberate, let me give at least moksha. One beautiful thing with Karna, he has done so much punya by dana. Hey, listen, I tell you, there are multiple levels, purposes about dana and dharma and charity in Hindu tradition. Maybe in some satsang I'll explain. Now I'll just give you a few lines. See, there are some kind of charities done to keep the concept and value of currency alive. See, if you make people feel currency is not reachable at all, it's very difficult to get it, currency will lose its value. Understand? If too much of currency is available, it will lose its value. Like you will have to carry $1 billion for your petrol bunk. There are some countries where $1 billion bills have come, $1 million bills have come, but no value. If too much is available, it will not have a value. And same way, if it is too difficult to get it, it will not have value. To keep the greed of the common man on currency alive, but not to make too much available and to make him work towards that false idea of currency, the value of the currency is kept. For that, the actions done is called dharma. Listen, in yaga yajnas, large yagas, kings will do this charity. Whoever comes, they are given. That is actually the way of keeping the currency's value alive. whatever the king decides should be valued in his country, he will do that as dharma. It is dharma with the purpose of keeping the value of that currency alive in the society. If that king feels pearls is the largest gem available in the country and he wants the value of the pearls to be really kept current, then he will do dana of pearls. So the whole city knows, wow, pearls are important, pearls are important, pearls are important. Understand? What I am talking is a very subtle economic principle. Listen, all the big charity done by the big billionaires, trillionaires is just this. They want to keep the value of the currency. They want to make a common man still have hope of achieving currency, so he is forced to work continuously. Listen, I will never believe the charity of trillionaires. If you are having the charity mind, you will not be waiting to make trillions and then start your charity. All right, let's not get into that subject. Leave it. Let me talk about only how the Hindu kings kept the currency current. Currency will be kept current only if the greed and hope is kept alive. See, neither people should have too much, nor they should lose hope that they are never going to get it. So the currency can be kept alive, currency can be kept current only if there is a balance between availability and non-availability. To keep that balance, certain actions are done as a homa, yaha, yajna, a large kind of charities are organized. See, in Hindu tradition, it says that kings from multiple nations will come with the best things available in their kingdom and do large quantity of charity in Kumbh Mela. For example, the Pandya Raja will come with like huge quantity of pearls and large elephants and do dana of that pearls in Kumbh Mela. Why? Doing good is one. Next, the concept of pearl, and pearl is precious, pearl is valuable, is promoted among the millions of people. Understand? Each nation brings their best. Through dana, they promote it, make it as current in common man's life. Same way only the diamond. All the precious gems are kept alive and current. Chola Raja will go with large varieties and different kinds of rice. And not only give food, give charity of the grains also. Pallavas will go with large, various quality and quantity of silk dress and establish their brand. Understand? Any purpose associated with charity becomes dharma, not dana. No purpose associated socially, morally, in any sense, and no direct, indirect benefits are expected. A pure giving is dana. Karna has gained so much punya by the pure dana. Now, if he wants, he can live as Indra due to that punya. But Krishna knows liberation, enlightenment, moksha is much more than living as Indra. And he goes and stands in front of Karna. Last moment. And asks Karna, give me all the punya you have earned. Please understand, Karna knows it is Krishna, not some ordinary Brahmana. He knows it is Krishna. Read Mahabharata. When Karna gives dana, that whole statement clearly shows Karna knows it is Krishna. Hey, I tell you, listen. Anybody who knows Sanskrit and English both can make out, in my being, this whole satsang is going on in Sanskrit, I am translating in English. The structure of the statement I am making, the structure of the statements I am making, the sandhi samasa connections, and the places where I am connecting the statements and ideas, places where I am leaving it without connecting them, assuming you will connect and understand, this whole flow, if you know Sanskrit and English, you can simply make out, I am thinking in Sanskrit and speaking in English. Actually, I am not thinking. It is getting downloaded. That's the truth. It is getting mapped in Sanskrit and getting translated into English. You just see, read the transcript of my satsang or listen intensely the way I structure the statements. How I put the verb, noun, how I connect them. This whole flow, you can simply read and see. See, the language I am talking, the words I am talking, the words I am uttering, maybe English words, but the grammatical structure is Panini's. It is not the English grammar. Understand? Anybody who knows even little Sanskrit and little English can understand this truth I am declaring, watch any of my satsang, you can see very clearly the Panini Sutra, Panini's grammar-based structure, the statements formation using English words is my satsang. Whether I speak in Tamil or English, in Tamil satsang also, complete Panini's grammar, Panini's sutras, that Mahabhashya structured statements formation using the words which is used in Tamil language. Actually, 60% are Sanskrit words, and actually in those days there was no separate like a Sanskrit words and Tamil words. It's one and the same, both from the same root. So I don't want to get into that fight. Let me be very clear. Listen, whether I speak in English or Tamil, the fundamental statements I form, the way I develop my logic, the way I connect the concepts, everything, if you see, you can very clearly see inside it is going on in Sanskrit and outside it is being spelled out in English. Any Sanskrit scholar, any person who knows Sanskrit and English can simply make out, I am speaking in the structure of Sanskrit grammar. Same way, if you just go and read the original verses of Krishna receiving dana and Karna giving dana, read the original verses. Simply, you know, Krishna knows why he is doing what he is doing. Karna knows why he is doing what he is doing. And Karna knows very clearly it is to Krishna he is giving. I want you to internalize this one thing very deeply. The way I form the structure, the way I connect the logic, and sometimes leave it without connecting, expecting or assuming you will understand it as it is. You will connect it and grasp it. This whole flow is not Wren and Martin's flow. Wren and Martin is the grammar book we read in the schools. It is not the flow of Wren and Martin. It's a flow of Panini. I speak, I use English vocabulary, but the grammar structure, grammar format, grammar foundation of Panini. My statement formations are more closer to Tukrunjikarana than Wren and Martin. Understand? And I tell you, if you are listening to satsang regularly, already your brain has started mastering the foundation of Sanskrit structure, Sanskrit grammar, and statement formation in Sanskrit. See, the way the nouns, verbs, other components of the statements connected, and the concept or the truth or the idea is conveyed is very profound in Panini. So the structure I am manifesting is from Panini. Panini structure using English words. That is why all my satsangs, digital translation, translating based on computer will be too easy. And the accuracy will be very, very, very high, because what computer does is my brain is doing. See, computer uses the foundation of the Sanskrit grammar and uses the vocabulary from various languages, because the foundation structure of the Sanskrit grammar is the most beautiful, strong, powerful infrastructure. See, think in Sanskrit, you will never fall into depression because your mind can't be broken. You need to know your body is very important for your life, because only through your body you are enjoying your life. Same way, your verbal structure inside is your mind. If you constantly repeat inside that you are healthy, happy, blissful, in next 3 months you will see you are you become that. If you constantly start repeating, I believe I am depressed. Whoa. If you repeat that for 3 months, you will become that. So consciously, the words you empower and repeat inside you is your mind. That is why I insist on learning a little bit of Sanskrit, because a Sanskrit grammar mind very difficult to break. Actually, it can't be broken. That's the truth. If it can be broken, you are not thinking in Sanskrit. You may be a scholar in Sanskrit, but thinking in Sanskrit is different. I don't think, there is no thinking in me, but the mapping happens in Sanskrit. You see, pick up my earliest available video. I think earliest available video we have, my satsang is something like 2001 or 2. Pick up that. That's in Tamil, I think. From that video till today's satsang, analyze everything. Whether I spoke in Tamil or English, both language. See the way the Sandhi Samasa, verb, noun, organizing. The way I repeat, insist, connect few things again and again, and the way I leave it unconnected or without connecting, without being bothered to connect it, some concepts, ideas, words, everything if you see, absolutely, it flows with Panini. Sarve sarvartha vachakaha yohinaha pakshe. Patanjali writes in Vyakarana Mahabhashya, Sarve sarvartha vachakaha yoginaha pakshe. All words give all meanings from the perspective of an enlightened being. So, an enlightened being is perspective of understanding of statements or sentence is completely holistic. Understand? Maybe some of my disciples who know Sanskrit and English, you guys can do the analysis of the statement I am making. All the statements I form and present will be Sanskrit grammar based, structure based. That is why if you feed my English satsang and translate it into Portuguese or French, the translation will be very accurate. Then anybody else's Sanskrit, take somebody else's English talks, feed them into computer and translate them digitally. The translation's authenticity, and feed my satsangs into computer and translate them digitally. The translation's authenticity, accuracy, mine will be too high. The reason is computers themselves are programmed to follow the structure base of Panini, because that seems to be the most perfect, comprehensive, best possible structure for translation into any language in the world. Padena varana vidyante varuneshu avayavanacha vakyat padanam atyantam pravivego nakaschana. There are no syllables in words, there are no parts in the syllables. There is no meaning when you break a sentence part by part, because Shabda Brahman is akanda, unbroken. This is from Vyakarana Siddhanta, Vakyavadiyam. The one who is enlightened, one who has realized Sabda Brahman, for him all words mean everything, as he understands all sentences holistically and holistically. HOLISTICALLY and WHOLLISTICALLY. Listen. Now let me convey the truth I am trying to convey. If you read the original verse, when Karna is giving his Kavacha Kundala to Indra, the way he addresses the receiver, it shows very clearly Karna knows it is Indra taking dana with the ulterior motive. The sarcasm Karna is expressing when he is giving dana, and the reverence with which he is addressing the receiver, you can see very clearly Karna knows it is Indra who is receiving. Same way, when Karna is giving all his punya, the reverence and devotion he demonstrates in the words, Karna knows it is Krishna receiving. Listen carefully. Listen. Both Indra also came as an old Brahmin. Krishna also goes as an old Brahmin, because an old Brahmin will never be denied. Both come in the same disguise, but if you read the statements of Karna, you will know very clearly he is not getting cheated. He knows to whom he is giving and the side effects and after effects, but giver is a giver, is a giver. Mahadani Karna. I think that Surya's DNA Surya's quality of giving is in the DNA of Karna. If you read the statements Karna uttering when he gives his Kavacha Kundala armor to Indra, and the statements Karna is uttering when he gives his punya to Krishna, you will see very clearly Karna knows what he is doing and to whom he is giving. Anyhow, Krishna receives it and gives liberation. And I tell you, actually I wanted to explain the glory of Krishna, but I ended up in explaining the glory of Karna. Anyhow, here both need to be glorified for their role in this whole psychodrama. When Karna gives all the punya, immediately Krishna reveals his Vishwarupa, one side giving moksha to Karna, other side telling Arjuna, now send the arrows, because all the Arjuna's arrows were not affecting Karna, because Dharma Devata is punya. The punya of Karna was protecting him. No arrows were able to touch. Now Krishna has taken away all the punya. So Arjuna's arrows killed Karna. And Krishna liberated Karna. Understand the truth I am trying to convey to all of you. All punya you earn, if you don't want them, just by dana you can get rid of it. All sins, the sufferings, bad karma you earned, if you don't want them, just burn the pattern due to which you commit those karmas and sins, they will leave you. Understand the larger vision of life makes you deeply compassionate, deeply loving. I tell you, Krishna's sacrifice is more than his life. See, many people will sacrifice everything in their life to have to be known as a great person in the history after their death. Even that is a big plan, to be known as a great leader or a great person, great being in the history. Varalaru mukkiyam amaichare. Palamanguni Pandiyargal. So understand, many people will do many sacrifices while they are alive to be remembered as the great personalities in the history down the line. But Krishna, knowing forever he will be called as womanizer, he sacrifices his brand by giving life to 16,000 women he rescued from Shishubala's palace. Listen, I tell you, extreme power manifestation like Krishna will be absolutely established in celibacy. Fools and dash 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 are those who think Krishna is womanizer, that is why he got that 16,000 women. Fool, 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 fool. I can go on, utter this word any number of times. He rescued them. They were the haram of Shishubala. Naturally, in society, nobody was ready to marry them or give life for them. And Krishna cannot tell all 16,000 of them to commit suicide. He gives them, don't worry, you are all my patnis, my ardhanginis. What a sacrifice. If this status was going to be gained, even I would have been allowed to be part of that gang, that team. Where will you get the status of Krishna's Patni? Krishna's Ardhangini. Sorry, it is not Shishubala, it is Narakasura. From Narakasura, he rescued them. Mahabharata mentions as Narakasura. Factual correction. After killing Narakasura, he rescues those 16,000 girls, women. Please understand, in the history, if Krishna was known as a womanizer, his whole purpose, his advent itself may be affected. People may not follow his teachings. He took the risk, saying, the real people who are seekers, who need to be saved, who are interested in real enlightenment, moksha, will recognize what I am doing is sacrifice, not womanizing. He had the kind of the guts. What a sacrifice. I tell you, if you are a devotee of Krishna, understanding the whole facts and the happenings in and around Krishna, you are liberated. Because if you know how Krishna operated, why he did what he did, you will know exactly how your consciousness should operate. As I said, I may be uttering the English words, but my foundation grammar is Panini. Same way, if you understand Krishna, you may be living in the modern world, but your foundation will be Paramashiva, the enlightenment. Your consciousness will be Paramashiva.